So basically, what that means is I'm just working in the hearth and home, but I get lonely, So it's like you'll go live with chat, and if you can have a little precious moment, and it'll make this stuff a little less. I don't know. It sucks when you do all this housework shit for yourself. At least let me think for me. Me personally, it's so much easier for me to do this type of shit for other people. And they're like, "Oh, that's a toxic trait." It shut up, because it's toxic for me not to have that trait. You know what I mean? It's like it's worse for me because I like it, because I get more productive when other people are involved in my energy. And so I have to find ways to kind of like publicize shit. Is that in a good place? I feel like the board is a little low. But yeah, it's just a low key thing. I know some folks come in here regardless if I have tarot, and so that's the vibe. I'm also like less pressed about like growing as fast as fucking possible, because there's this energy of like, I think it's fine. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, because I like was like really big on like boosting my followers for a minute, because I want like more opportunities and stuff. But I'm about to hit 3,000 soon, and that's kind of intense. Kind of intense, because it's like, and I'll double check it, but it's like almost like I got like 500 followers in like 3 months, which is incredible. But it might like, my perfectionist mind is like, we could do more, we could go faster, and it's like, do we have to? Like, what's the point of that? And I'm also like listening to some like R&B, like really doing the whole like black girl kitchen magic experience. I'm trying to decide which mug I want to drink out of. This one is incredible. I love shopping at the fucking secondhand store, bro. I feel like this one is like, oh my god, we're doing magic. Like sometimes the magic is back up a little bit. It's part of the reason why I'm comfortable with this. Oh, you know what? Let me see something. So I wonder like what category I'm in. Because sometimes I'm in the tarot category. You know what? It's too late. And even if I did find out how to get there, it's like complicated. I gotta let the perfectionist mind rest. You know? It's like, yeah, I could put it in the right category and I could use this and do that and do that and this and that. But at the end of the day is gonna end, right? Whether or not I do all that shit. I can do it next time. Let me just kind of focus at the task at hand here. I want to get better at like habit stacking, which is this like ADHD concept. Sorry, I'm shaking a little bit, chat. It's like a ADHD concept that when like you're building new routines, it helps to put them around the routines that you already do, and the things you'll naturally do and the patterns that you already have. So I try to stack a lot around things that I struggle to go without. So for me, coffee is a big one. Like usually I find like when I make my coffee, it's not even necessarily the caffeine that's a vibe. It's like the process and then knowing that around that process I can build other things. Like I tend to clean my kitchen when I do the coffee. But um excuse me. But I'll let's say excuse me, I'm so fucking cute. Um but I'm trying to like think of ways to like kind of mush some of these like housekeeping tasks together. Like I think I need to incorporate um the eating with the cleaning. Like make it one fell swoop thing. Because I'm always like, I'm too tired. But then I'll be like half eyes open, like 1 minute of sleep, like on like a Wikipedia rabbit hole about a dead civilizations and their cultures of and like rituals of death and rebirth, like off of 1 hour of sleep and like under heavy sedatives. I'm like, you can wash the dishes, bitch. You're just making excuses. That being said, I try to make these processes a little less gross if I don't do them in time. Like I find myself like bagging up like random bits of like kitchen food, especially like food that I didn't eat or food that like I soak off of pans and like bag them up. I take out my trash daily, but I just don't like. I just want to make it harder for pests to like have anywhere to do anything, girl. Like I know some people are interested in like how I, work with my ADHD. And part of it is just like starting things and then not worrying about like when exactly I'm gonna finish them as long as I don't forget. So it's like I'm like persistently kind of like in a state of like process. Like it's rare that everything is done at once, and that's fine with me. Like I want to make some breakfast, and I have like sausage in the fucking thing. Um, but I'm also thinking about dinner too, because it's like I'm stacking when I take the hi welcome. I'm just doing kitchen shit. Thanks for the heart me. So I'm talking about my ADHD habit stacking. So I have it planned so that when I remove the sausage from here to eat my breakfast, I'm gonna put in something that I'm prepping for dinner. And I have some like frozen chicken that I know is gonna go in the air fryer. So I'm like thinking like what is gonna be cooked with that. Thank you. I think I'm gonna put like get a pot of spaghetti going, like a chicken marinara situation. And so I'm like also like getting the little cans out and like preparing that process. But then I'm like, okay, before I start on that, I need to just wipe down my surfaces. And so I kind of like have like a logic based approach to this. And like over the course of, doing this, it all comes together. But I get a little bit frustrated sometimes because my house always looks lived in, and I guess that's what happens when you're a living creature. I'm sorry that I'm on social media. Like sometimes I'm really sorry I'm on social media, and I'm saying sorry to myself, bro, because it's like such a weird vibe, man. Because like in any other case, people would not see like the process of like you first waking up and you first getting started and all this other stuff. Usually when you visit people, it's when they have like acknowledgement that someone's coming over, but it's like no, someone's always over because I'm always on this damn phone. So there's always something that's in process that's kind of visible because I need things to like be visible for me to remember them as a part of my process. And so I'm also like when I'm doing these things, I'm thinking of like how can I like organize this system to be better, but like not necessarily starting on all of that, right? Because I have to focus on the meal prep. There's a mental process that's going that I think is super valuable. Of like how am I going to like restructure this system, but like I have to. The trick is not letting myself do that. Hi, Leah. I'm just in my kitchen, cleaning, vibing, meal prepping. We're not doing tarot. I got the little thing to like direct people, so hopefully they won't be annoying. But how are you doing, sweetie? Mm, that's way too hot. Oh my god. Oh shit. And speaking of things being visible, right? So I have like a mini washing machine that I do to like hand wash my clothes. And it's so awesome. Oh, that's good. I'm the same way, dude. I don't know what it is. My sleep schedule has been crazy. Like last night, I was like, okay, I'm getting off the live at like 1 a.m. Oh, I'm gonna go to bed early. And then I got like a psychic phone call, and I was up fucking late as fuck, bro. I have an alarm that goes off at like 1 p.m. just to keep me honest, right? I woke up like, I was like, where the fuck am I? I was dreaming hard about people too. It was like one of those, yeah, I like these. I'm about to make them my whole personality. I hope everyone's fine with it. Like, but like sometimes I have dreams where they're like just brain dump, right? But it was like half brain dump, half psychic connection. So there were some people in my dream. I was like, oh my god, so glad I get to hang out with them. I think it was a little bit of all three because there's like this element of like certain places that I go where I'm like socializing to a degree, but then there's also like, oh no, there's an assignment or there's process. But I had a dream that someone was telling me about like magical resources in the city. Hi, Sophie. Oh my god, I'm so glad you guys came through. I was like, this is gonna be cute. I like tried to do one of these streams before I had like regulars who just like to vibe with me, and so now it's like cool because we can just like yap while I like clean and cook and shit. I be feeling lonely as fuck, guys. Like part of the reason I can make so much content is because I do not have a personal life. I have like a few people that I annoy, and a few people that I torture, but like outside of that, and then I check in with my parents every now and then. And this isn't to say like you have to start doing more. Like I'm like getting used to like having a normal life because my life was so crazy for so long. And this feels like a step in the right direction because like what the fuck, bro? I think, and this is cool too because like I knew it was going to be a bit of a process for me to get used to like having things in order around the house. But now there's some like organizational tools that I think would be helpful to me since I have like a little bit of structure to piggyback off of. Like they have day planners and like ADHD printout planner organizers on Etsy, which are just like a few bucks. And like there's some for like cleaning where you like there's certain cleaning tasks you do every day. Um, there's certain like things you do once a week, and it's almost like it's got like a fun little design on it. And sometimes I feel like I have to like defend my childlike nature, but like, bro, I'm so much more willing to clean if there's a cute little frog on it. Like, if there's a cute little frog involved, I'm all over that shit. I love frogs. They're adorable. I saw a frog like on a rainy day out here, and I was like, I made the right choice. All my life choices perfect because there's a little rainy day fella on my walk to the bus. So wholesome. I don't even think he knew he was small, dude. It was powerful shit. You about to get some canes and eat that up? Oh, I'm a slut for the cane sauce. You know what I've been doing, which I feel like is illegal, but it really isn't. I know that some of my ops are like, huh? What, you did a crime? It's not actually illegal. I've been going to Cane's and getting their lemonade and their sauce. And then I've been going to McDonald's and I've been getting their nuggets and their fries. And I feel like we're boycotting McDonald's allegedly, but like, I don't know. I've given up enough, man. I'm sorry. I don't have the constitution for a boycott right now. I'll just like send toxic evil rays to like their most evil executives. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that'll be my contribution. And I don't get any thanks for it, but that's fine. I get delicious fries. Cane's is your life. Cane's and Chick-fil-A chicken. Ooh, Chick-fil-A is fun. When I look extra non-binary, I love going to Chick-fil-A because they're forced to like treat me like a human being. And you know they hate that shit. Some of them hate it. Some of them don't give a fuck. Some of them are like super gay. But I gotta be careful with Chick-fil-A because it does like speak to like, it lights something up in my energy that I'm like, I gotta be careful. They're like, my pleasure, ma'am. I'm like, me? And you know they're evil, but like, you know, you gotta eat. Like, and it's something people love to throw around that there's no ethical consumption under capitalism until it's a brand that they don't like. In which case, that one's extra unethical. Chat, don't let me touch a hot stove. All right. There's. Oh yeah, I wanted to get here. I'll catch you sleeping now. Stay woke. You could, but like, I don't have my tarot out. If you wanted to just like ask and then I just yap about it, but right now I'm just doing kitchen witch stuff. You know, maintaining the home and the hearth is probably one of the most magical things that you can do. And so I'm going to come on here and do this from time to time. You'll know when I'm doing tarot because it'll have like tarot and chill up here, up at the top. But you can DM me for a private if you like. But right now I'm just like, I'm locked in. This is also like super interesting for me because like I feel like I'm falling behind. I gotta turn off the notifications 1 second. I'm falling behind for this shit. But like I used to be like a low grade hoarder, you know? And I think there's people in my life who remember that reality for me and want to project that onto my reality. Whereas now it's only like my reality if I've been like sick or something. But it kind of like highlights how sick I was then, you know, because it's not like I didn't want to do this shit. It was just fucking ill. A little concerned because you're late with your period. Yeah, DM me. I'll let you know what's up when I'm done with this stuff. Okay, I don't mind. Just DM me the question though, because I forget, and it's not like a personal thing. It's ADHD. You know, one could argue that like ADHD and like a split spiritual consciousness can coincide into something yummy. I feel like they're related. All right. You wanted chicken so badly. I feel like there's certain types of fish that like are like chickeny. Like there's such a variety, especially like when you're like talking about fish fingers. Yo, PCOS is a nightmare, bro. I would go outside my window, I can get no peace of mind. Alright. So, but yeah, PCOS sucks ass. Cool, I'll get to you after I finish the live. I'll pull a couple of cards and let you know, okay? I understand if you want to like go to somebody else in the meantime and get another answer, but I'm gonna do what I can. No. And there's like something going on with my fridge right now where it's like not cold, but my freezer is tundra, is ice. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do like I think just eggs and sausage and like some toast. Keep it simple. But like I promise I have like this one solid piece of chicken that's actually several pieces of chicken. You're welcome. Bless, bless. Thank you. I love shrimp, man. And I think that's cool because, like, originally I'm from Baltimore, which is like seafood capital of the world, or a seafood capital of the world. And when I first moved, I moved into like the Midwest, and like it was just not giving. It wasn't giving. So now that I'm down south, but like on the coast type shit, I'm really glad that the shrimp is good and it's affordable. And the seafood is just plentiful, bro. Because they felt weird. And it's not like I have to have like, you know, waterfront property, but when I'm not near a big body of water, it makes me feel weird. No, I'm not the same. I think I done changed. Nothing ain't the same. I used to walk to the room, head down, I walk, now I float, float, and float. God, I was gonna make the sauce for the pasta too. Your mom wanted to go vegan 9 years ago, but then you switched. Bless. It's good to like make sure that you get your protein requirements. Hi. We're doing the kitchen wish work, baby. Cooking, cleaning, making the home warm. So the Netflix. All right. How am I doing this? I'm doing a lot of things right now. You like Shamari? Let's try to show you the ropes. I used to let it to me. I used to be my own enemy. I have several epiphanies. Oh, we're soon breakfast at Tiffany's. They are not who they pretend to be. This is gross. Yeah, I think I'll keep it pretty simple today. I'll just do like toast, sausage, eggs. I feel like it's like growing up is just learning how to find like a piece in the structure of having to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And it reminds me of that quote, one must imagine Sisyphus happy. Sisyphus is like the Greek god. Oh, I don't think he's a god. I think he's a person. I don't know. He's one of those like Greek mythical figures, right? And with Sisyphus, basically, I don't know what he did. The Greek gods were weird with their punishment. They would just punish people for the minorest shit. You get the craziest punishment. But he was cursed to push a boulder up the hill for eternity. And whenever it gets to the top of the hill, it would roll back down. And I should not do this with a sharp knife. Do you see how being spiritual is recognized in or pagan? It is where I'm at. It really depends though, because like I said, in the United States, each state is on some different shit, bro. That's why I highly recommend travel. And if you have the opportunity to go to school in a different city or something like that, I recommend it. Because, like, it's a different world, man. The shit going on in Missouri is so different from the shit going on in Baltimore. It's so different from the shit going on here. And then when I was, like, traveling in between states, that's a whole nother story, baby. And, like, being online, we have access to, like, a whole nother world, too. I'm like trying to figure out how to like break this ice up, but it's like low key intense. And it's like it came to me frozen. Usually when I get frozen food like this, I like to separate it, or when I get food, I like to separate it into like garf-sized portions because I don't want I can't eat this much food. But I think what will probably happen, though, is I'm going to cook it all and then just refreeze it if I can't break it in half and something. But then I get in trouble, right? Because I'm overestimating how long this task will take. I got a pan that's heating up and nothing in it. That's how you set a kitchen on fire, chat. I think I'm just going to put it all in the... It's kind of hectic, but I'm just going to, like, put it all in my air fryer, bro. And then halfway out, I'm going to refreeze it. Can I do that? Fuck. We're going to figure it out. But yeah, I think I'll just have to refreeze it. And then, like, recook it, like, when it's the time. It doesn't even make sense. Alright, you know what? If I'm gonna do that, then I might as well do just the frosting. I'm gonna let the frost. calm down. But yeah, I mean, here they recognize spirituality as a religion. I'll take this. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's put it on here. No. Turned off the stove. Toast is almost done. Just gonna let it defrost like this, and that way the pan will catch any dripping, and my fridge won't get gross. I low-key wish I didn't even open the bag, but it's not worth it for the time travel, I'll be so real. You could go back and make some changes, but I'm not pressed. So make coffee a little stronger. These lips. Okay. So I toast it up. Let me get a better angle for you guys. Oh, baby. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. I know we're in a minute. Let's see what y'all talking about too. You see how many? Okay. Yeah, cause thank you for the roses too. Cause I found my one of my friends where he's at being pagan is like a whole thing. But that's the thing about Missouri. Missouri, especially St. Louis, with it being the specific middle of the United States, and with those magical ass rivers running through it and stuff. And then the Arch, it's a very spookily spiritual place where the spiritual psychosis there is built different. A motherfucker from St. Louis with spiritual psychosis knows things, bro. You gotta I was out there trying to decode the homeless rantings, bro. Because it's yeah, they're crazy, but they're also right. The fuck? But yeah, just throwing a little salt and pepper. I got 2 eggs in my little pan. Kind of wanted to put a little butter on it. A little butter. I'm running out of oil, or ran out of oil. So I'm using margarine to substitute for it. But yeah. So probably what I'll do is I'll go offline while I eat. And I'm not sure if I'll be back on live. I'll definitely be posting type shit. I don't mind this being a little bit shorter. Mostly just wanted to vibe, you know what I mean? Feed the algorithm. Oh, it's just for the military? What? Only 31 allowed? Is this low-key a mini house tour? I honestly don't mind doing that because, all the architecture here is the fucking same. I've done a few dances in my kitchen before. My house is, mostly clean, so I don't mind. But I would want to go through my bedroom again. I feel like you can put a picture together if you watch all my content. This is how I burn my hand every fucking time. I like my eggs like over easy. Well, not even over easy. I like the sunny side up, which is something I learned about myself pretty recently. Before that, I was like, I don't like wet eggs, and then I like actually experienced wet eggs, and I was like, oh, actually, wet eggs are my favorite. No fuck. I love the yolk. Dip my fucking toast in the yolk. But I really love my house. I like a cute little apartment. There's like issues that are ongoing that I'm like talking to my landlord about, and it's kind of tricky because it's like one of the things that appealed to me about this place was that like I got it like when it was, and the reason why I got it is I got it right as it, or even before it went on the market, low key. So, and I was in a rush to move in because the shelter I lived in was getting a little hectic. And I didn't want to like over like articulate where I was moving to. Not to say that random people who I have not given my location to know where I live, right? It's more so about like it's kind of like providing as little access for people to fuck with my shit. You know? And so I got the house when they were still working on it. And so there's a lot of things that they didn't update or they updated really quickly that I kind of like need to like get into, but it's also part of the reason why I got the place and like why it works for me so well. So, you know, I'm just grateful that my landlords are responsive. It's just it gets irritating sometimes. And again, it's like the thing that I like about it that makes it kind of suck. It's like it's an older home, but because I live in like low key a disaster area, a home that has survived 50 years makes me very safe to be in, right? And so there's like little things that are, some of them are bigger things that need updates. But like, I mean, I'm grateful. I feel like the spirit of the house is like slowly starting to welcome me. I love to feel like I am the spirit of the house, which is kind of weird. When you start to think of time in a less linear way. I got some diced tomatoes. I'm gonna let these just kind of simmer until it like, I think if I just do that for long enough, the tomatoes will just keep breaking apart and turn into a sauce. I'm gonna put a few things in there. I still have a little bit of my prosperity oil. I should make more. It smells good too. I had some in another container. I think it was just exposed to too much light, but it like made it skunky. But I think I could just like add more oil into this. But it's a whole bunch of herbs that bring like prosperity and blessing. It's on me for not using it more. But I do like to incorporate a lot of spellcraft into my food. And not even like super intentionally, it just kind of low-key happens. It's one of those things where I said before, you know, I was doing magic way longer than I had a word for it. And my cooking is definitely one of those things. I feel like a lot of vitality now that I can cook for myself. Oh, bro, that's what's up. So for the chicken too, So some of it's gonna go in the pasta, right? But then I also got honey garlic mix and natural hot mix. So like some of it can be like just yummy. That makes sense because then I can toss it and then freeze it, and then when I cook it, it's gonna be fire. Okay, I think that's about it. It low-key needs like hot oil on the top. And there's not enough oil in this. So I think I'll just turn it down and cover it. Yeah, covering it. So let that go. I low-key wanted a little creamy, my sauce. I'm trying to think what else this tomato sauce need. Oils, herbs, salt and pepper. The oil is gonna bring like the butter, like, yeah. Just a little bit of almond milk. I don't really drink cow's milk. And I like almond milk because it never goes bad. Like, it's like best before 2048, bro. Like, milk is like, it's tricky because it looks cheaper, but like, it goes bad before you can use it. And so, alright. Stir that and taste it. It's silly. I'm like, it's a little tomatoey. Like, bitch, duh. There's like no salt added, so I'm gonna add some salt. And then, okay, I do have some garlic powder. It's on its last legs. But like, when something simmers too, especially like when it's cooked with intention, and I'm just cooking for myself, so don't mind me dripping this fucking mushy ass garlic powder in here. But you can like build on that intention. Like boiling it brings it to its heat, and then be like the simmer, it kind of like allows it to like I don't know, the words are difficult, but the vibes I think are real. I'll work on articulating it. I'm multitasking. I think it's a weird thing too, because in terms of like people who've never done what I'm doing, kind of like judging how much work it is, I'm like, you know, freestyling, cooking like 2 different meals, right? I'm talking continuously, formulating big thoughts. I'm bad at checking on you guys. Seeing 111 and 444 everywhere. Ooh. So like 111 energy is like really good. It's almost about like a fresh new start in a whole bunch of different directions. 444, I low-key don't fuck with 444. But it's because I'm a man of action. I think there's like this energy of like pacing yourself, and being like really particular about like what you choose to hold on to at this particular time and what you decide to bring with you at this new start of your journey. But yeah, that's a good spot to end. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And oh my god, 1,000 likes for this. I'm like surprised and blessed. I'm gonna eat my breakfast. Y'all take care, Hans.